Welcome back to a brand new episode, and this has been requested for how long?
I don't know, I just keep seeing it in your stream chats.
Two Girls, One Gaming Topic is back, and for those of you that have no idea what this is just me and Jess picking a gaming topic and just coming on the camera and just having a chat really. There's very minimal editing, it's very ad hoc, isn't it?
Yes, we really haven't discussed this, we just know the topic.
Yeah, it's just completely chill. Now I just feel like I have to make a quick disclaimer first of all.
Okay.
Because I feel a little self-conscious because usually I've got a lav mic and Jess is probably going to roll her eyes. But we've actually got the boom Rode mic up here, so the audio might sound a little bit different, and I just feel like as a production quality I just want to make that clear.
Oh, just so you know, I could have moved the boom mic closer.
Really?
I didn't adjust it yet because I was waiting for you to sort everything with the camera.
This is so ad hoc, it's amazing. This is how ad hoc this is.
Now, sure you don't want to listen to it first?
Nah, we'll just go with it. If people complain, people complain. Well, you know, at least if I'm doing a video on me, I always have my lav mic, so I know I can always switch back, but it's fine. But before we kind of dive into the topic, and the topic, as you've read the title, we're going to be talking about how our gaming preferences completely differ, because they are quite drastic, aren't they?
Very much so, I think.
Yeah. We want to kind of let you guys decide on the next gaming topic for Two Girls, One Gaming Topic. I'm going to put a poll on my website, so when this video goes live there'll be a poll for you to just go onto the website, click your vote, and whichever one gets the most votes over the next 7 days we will film that next weekend. I've just roped you into doing that as well, so yay, this one.
Yes! Yay, I have work next weekend, so we'll have to figure it out.
Yeah, we'll sort something out. So yeah, everything will be linked in the description, guys, but without further ado, let's get into it, shall we?
Okay.
Okay, so as always, this was your topic, gaming preferences. We'll come to Call of Duty because that's, I think, where we kind of unite. But for you, gaming preferences, cut out the equation, what would it be?
I like gameplay that is constant. You're constantly doing something. So, you know, back in the day it was like Tetris and Dr. Mario, and you know, the more you go, the faster it gets, you know, so you're constantly playing. These days it is COD, so another one like multiplayer. The campaign, although I've played the campaign or been playing the campaign here and there on Modern Warfare, it's still a little bit too slow for me. I like the multiplayer where you just go. You know, so, and say like Assassin's Creed, I like that because you know, you can just be like jumping from place to place to place to place, and you know, you have your slow moments, but it's still a lot of constant play, I think. So that's my gaming preference. So
if, like, for you, if you get a game like where the gameplay is all of a sudden it becomes really slow and kind of dialogue-y, how, like, do you get
a lot of cutscenes and stuff? Yeah.
You don't like it?
No, not really. I mean, cutscenes are okay, but if you're just like, say like Skyrim, I could never get into Skyrim. I won't even attempt it because it's a lot of walking from here and there, boring, just, you know, like walking through fields and stuff. Oh, whatever. Who's that? If I want to walk through a field, I'll just do it here in Derbyshire.
So does that mean you want to borrow my copy of Red Dead Redemption 2 just to ride a horse and like encounter some tumbleweed then?
No.
Dude, I see now, because that's the kind of, I think, the main glaring difference is I really like that kind of stuff. Like, I will sink hours into Skyrim. I'm a huge fan of Western RPGs, not so much the kind of JRPG stuff, because I prefer fluid combat rather than turn-based. Okay. And I do like cutscenes, and I'm kind of with you on this. However, long, laborious cutscenes, you know, you sat there, especially if you're streaming, 7 minutes, you're just like literally people,
or it's like cutscene after cutscene after cutscene, like every little thing you do is another cutscene. Like, oh my god, come on, I don't need that many to know the story.
Right, that was Final Fantasy 13 for me. Have you played that?
No.
Oh,
stay away. Not really interested.
Yeah, stay away. But even like people on my stream, like a lot of people vote to like, Gem, skip the cutscenes. Like, okay, like I played Control for the first time last weekend on stream. So, like, I didn't know much about the story or anything, and even when the cutscenes came in, people were like, skip them. And I could tell as I was skipping them that had I have watched them through in real time, they would have been forever and a day. And that really knocks me. Like, for me, I think like 2 minutes tops for a cutscene.
Right, yeah. I mean, I think I think you should watch cutscenes because quite often they have information that you need. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm not always a fan when people say on stream not to do it, because then you start playing and it looks like you don't know what to do because you missed that clue.
Right.
Right? So I see like the importance of some of them.
Right.
But yeah, the longer they are, the more distracted I get. I mean, that's when I'm going to start to pick up my phone and just not be interested anymore. And then I start to play and I'm like, great, I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. So.
Absolutely. So you prefer like constant action?
Yeah, like Mortal Kombat.
Dude.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Absolutely. I'm kind of feeling that our gaming preferences are more similar, actually. I actually thought we would do this and we would be completely, like, 55
We
million...
are a lot. I don't... Even on, like, say, Battle Royales, I don't like the Battle Royales that you do.
However, your Warzone addiction is becoming increasingly apparent.
I do like Warzone.
Yeah,
but here's the thing.
You're really good at it as well.
Oh, okay.
You're
Last
really
night
good
I
at
didn't do so good.
Mm.
When I'm chatting with teammates, I can't always hear if someone's coming up behind me, so that's a problem with it. But you know the games where you have to like collect an outfit to wear, or you can change like your jacket or helmet or what. I don't care. That's so annoying to me. I just want to play. I just want to get into the game, collect the weapons, and get into the Battle Royale. I really don't give a rat's about collecting clothing to wear. That's annoying to
especially
me. Or food.
Especially in first-person games when you're on the screen anyway and you can't see the character.
Yeah.
You can just see the kind of like
to me, what's
muzzle
the
of the
point?
gun. Like you could have pink hair, brown hair, ginger hair, spiky hair.
Be bald. I don't care.
And it makes no difference unless, like in Skyrim, you can kind of go in and out. You can go first and third person kind of view. Right, let me just see where we're at, and then because I don't want it to go. About 2 minutes. Oh shit. Right, I'm going to ask. Oh, sorry. Okay. So I think definitely, like for me, multiplayer over the last couple of years, like that constant multiplayer action on something like Call of Duty or maybe Battlefield, if that's people's things. I like that too, but every now and again, like, I like to step back and kind of go something a lot more slow paced, like a horror game. Because I love my horror games.
Different because you still have the anticipation. You know what I mean? Like,
would you play Blair Witch if I let?
No.
Wow. Okay.
It has nothing to do with how fast or slow the gameplay is. It's just because I don't like horror. Like, I don't like horror movies. I don't watch them. I have watched them. I do get nightmares from them, and it's not worth it for me. So, no. I mean, I do watch you on stream play horror games.
True. Yeah, you do.
You know.
But you couldn't like imagine yourself, say, even diving into something maybe a little bit kind of like softer horror, like maybe Resident Evil, which is not maybe like Resident Evil, like the more original ones, like 1, 2, and 3 on PS1. So definitely not scary. They're not realistic, especially by today's standards. Like, I love that stuff.
Well, yeah, maybe that stuff because, like you said, it's not realistic, but.
You've got polygons the size of your fist on screen, like, whoa, that's a zombie, but it just, not so good.
I mean, what do you think your favorite style of gameplay is?
For me, I kind of have this umbrella idea of wanting to lose a sense of reality. Like, I'm at a kind of stage in my life where I just want to, whatever I do, I don't want to think about the real world. So if a game can give me that experience, I kind of don't mind if it's an RPG, or if it's a fast-paced first-person shooter, or if it's like a puzzle-based horror game. And puzzle games are probably my worst genres. Like, I have no patience for puzzles, as you know.
I don't know why you play them on stream, because, I mean, here's the thing with you playing on stream is that you're trying to interact with everybody, and you do a very good job of that, and play the game, and then when you throw a puzzle into it, it's really hard to like talk to everybody, see what's going on in chat, and then also concentrate on the puzzle.
Right.
And then you have 100 people telling you what to do, and because of the very slight delay, it's like they tell you after you've already made a move and it's too late to change it, and then you have like 500 people trying to give you all different advice.
See, now I kind of like that on a stream because it adds that extra layer of difficulty that I feel I need to get my head around. So it's kind of like, it's kind of almost like Inception. Streaming for me is like Inception.
See, I never finished
It's
watching that movie.
layer after layer after layer of just complexity. So you've got the game, that's one layer.
Okay.
You've got the chat, that's another layer.
Of course.
You've got like trying to figure out the gameplay, and especially in like a horror puzzle game where you've got that like people going, no, go left, go right, A, B, C, and you're like, that adds another layer. But I kind of like that because it's quite messy, and
Right, okay.
I'm just like the deeper I go with it, the further away from reality I am.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, it makes total sense.
So I can see like where it can be like a problem for some people when you're gaming or when you're streaming in particular, if you're watching a stream. But for me, I'm like, yeah, let's go. Bring on the Inception. Let's do this.
I just think that you go through a game much faster when you're not on stream because you don't have any distractions.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Like you figure out those puzzles like this, and then when you're on stream, it's not like it's almost like you're not as good of a gamer.
Okay.
But I know what you're like playing them without everybody else. So.
I think you would be a completely different streamer to what I would be.
What kind of streamer would I be?
I think you, because like you're more chilled out in your personality. I'm very kind of hit that subscribe button. Well,
no, you're not like that.
I'm not really. I'm not.
That's not like you.
But
you are a bit high energy.
Yeah, I think you'd definitely kind of be more chilled and probably into the gameplay more than the chat, whereas I try to kind of really balance my chat with the gameplay and kind of like cross the two and interact, which people kind of praise me for, which is fair enough.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I couldn't do it because even when I do interact,
game.
Once I'm like, if I'm on stream with you, once I'm into the game, I'm really not paying attention to chat at all.
Yes. It'd be like Jess. But I have noticed the more, if I'm teaming up with somebody, say like last night me and Merlin were playing Warzone,
right.
If we're communicating, you can literally see chat drop off the less I interact.
Yes, yeah.
Whereas some people, like, you know, the major huge names, say like somebody like Shroud, barely ever interacts with his crowd. Now I'm not in the same bracket as Shroud at all. I'm just using it like I observe his streams, and he's like, the chat's like, and he just like barely even looks at these chat screens. So
I mean, it goes so fast. How could he?
I admire that though. I absolutely think that's great. But I think like I never really considered our streaming preferences. They would be different. What about like the handheld versus the console thing for you?
I don't know. You know, I used to really be into handhelds, and if I had to start collecting again, it would definitely be for handhelds.
Really?
Oh yeah, I said that to you at the gaming market. But you were so into like the gaming market, you probably didn't hear me or
it's not like
retain
me to not pay attention to you, is it?
Never. But I mean, these days I'm totally about the PS4. So yeah, I mean, I would play more of the Vita and that sort of thing. However, they're not making any more games, and they haven't for a long time.
Right.
For us over here in the West, anyway. So
true. Yeah, because it's still big in Japan.
Right. So it's hard to say. You know, for the 3DS, I just really haven't, or the Switch, I haven't really played them. When I've been playing my 3DS, because I have been lately, but it's been Dr. Mario. That's what I've been playing.
That's cool.
And and I like side scrollers. That's, for me, those are, again, continuous. You know?
Yeah, I guess so. So like, the most obvious one being a Sonic game or a Mario game. It's just kind of like
Nintendo
jump hop, a lot of kind of timing based skill. That's really cool. I mean, if there was a genre that you would never play, like for me, I would never purposely go out and go, I really want this puzzle game.
No, you definitely wouldn't.
Like I couldn't care less. And like that would be my kind of very last resort.
Yep.
What about your last resort genre of game?
RPG.
For real?
Yeah.
That's interesting, because we had the I had 2 copies of Fallout 76, and I gave you my spare copy, didn't I?
Yes.
So that's that kind of it's an MMO, so it's a massive multiplayer online game, but it's very much along the premise of a role-playing game. Your different kind of traits, skill trees leveling up, open world, do what you want at your own pace.
I just didn't get too far into that because I was too too busy playing other stuff.
So would you go back to it?
I mean, yeah, I would go back to it, but right now I'm pretty addicted to the stuff I'm on, so...
Yeah, because you're juggling the COD campaign, multiplayer, and Warzone, to be fair. You've got like 3 games
and
in one.
Dr. Mario.
Okay, I'm Dr. Mario.
I just mentioned that, yeah. And a little bit of Assassin's Creed Odyssey right now, so...
Oh yeah, you're getting into that, yeah. That's good.
But again, that's kind of been put on the back burner a lot lately too, especially now that Warzone's out.
Yeah.
So, have you ever had a game that you felt was too slow even for you? In terms of gameplay?
Too slow even for me.
Yeah, where you felt like it was just like drawing out, like, oh, okay.
I felt that the most, I think, with Lords of Fallen on the PS4, which I have vocalised in past episodes that I've kind of done on my own. I was just kind of waiting for something to feel different. Not necessarily to kind of happen, but just to feel different. But for me, it felt too much like it drew upon traits from past Souls games, and it didn't really have much of an identity, in my opinion.
It's not about the gameplay itself?
No. It was just... I mean, the combat was okay, you know. I liked the atmosphere, I liked the graphics. I was just waiting. I think I went into it with my expectations wrong, and kind of... My second part of that question is no, I can't think of...
Really?
Nothing jumps out at me.
Okay.
Nothing kind of jumps out at me. You know, maybe my unpopular opinion here is probably going to be Minecraft. I know that's quite shocking, but it just lacks purpose for me. I like to achieve, and there's only so much. Like, I always had this idea that I'd build roller coasters, and I've streamed it once, and I did build this crazy roller coaster. And
I remember that. Yeah.
And like when I've played it off stream, I've just always wanted to build like crazy roller coasters. Like for me, that's all I want to do in Minecraft. But then, how far do you take that roller coaster? Like, where does it end, and what's the end objective? Like, what do you win? What, you know, like...
Well, you don't win anything but self-satisfaction.
I guess it just doesn't satisfy me enough.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? But other than that, I'm kind of literally looking off camera, like, all these games going, ooh, good. I can't think of anything. I mean, maybe you guys can kind of, you know, what would you guys say? Leave a comment below by all means, but, yeah.
Or maybe it's a game you don't own because of that fact. Maybe that's why nothing's glaring out at you. Yeah. Although, I mean, she's got so many games in here, honestly. I'm going to be sleeping outside. You're going to have to buy, like, a doghouse for me to sleep in because I'm not going to have any of these... Stop that!
I'm sorry. But
no, you're not.
No, I'm not, actually. But yeah, we think we've kind of hammered this topic in this episode of Two Girls, One Gaming Topic, and I would like to kind of bring this back. And the reason I've held off on it so much is because of the lack of 2 lav mics, but we'll just use the boom arm with the Rode mic. So again, by the time this video goes out, the selection of next topics will be available on my website, juicygamereviews.com. I'll put a link direct to the poll in the description, so please go and check that out and do vote over the next 7 days. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the good folk here?
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
That's everything.
Thank you then for the support. Usually I do like a click. Do you want to do a click with me so we can both disappear?
Sure.
Okay, so we both have to kind of click at the same time. You can just go like that, you can do it however you want to do it, okay? Please subscribe, hit that join link in the chat. No, hit that join link if you're on desktop, or first link in the description. My name is Gemma.
And I'm Jessica.
Take care, see you in the next episode. Ready?